Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today is the usual monthly update, and we'll look straight through my American companies. So here's the spider diagram of the pie chart. So we start with the largest position, and that is Bank OZK, up 57% in aggregate. And you can see the red -8 brackets means since the last update, it's down 8 percentage points. And the fact that it's green segment means that it is up. So Udon Group has dropped quite a bit since last month. Still think that's pretty undervalued. I'm not concerned about it. It's good low PE, good dividend on it. Got 26%, and I've held that one for less than a year. And that's a light green shade because it's not up quite as much as Bank OZK. Now, Walgreens, I've just increased my position in Walgreens. Actually, I'm liking the 4% dividend, very low single digit for PE. I think it's trading at a discount to earnings, so I've just doubled the size of my position, and it's down 5% overall. Not too worried about that. The fact that it's dropped down again recently has meant I've been able to buy more at a good price, so that's good. You can see then that's a light red segment because that is down overall slightly. Now TTCF, that was up before, dropped 15 points since last month, so down 5%. Again, the drop has enabled me to increase my position. I'm pretty bullish on the company. Now I add into my S&P 500, very, very small amount each month just to chip into the index there. It's done well since last time, so up 18% in probably about a year since I started adding into that. And then a Dropbox, so up a third on that one. I really like Dropbox. I think it's been undervalued for a long time, and I think there's a lot more to come from this. Up 12 points since last time. The stock's finally got above that $30 mark. It seems to be consolidating. And Corsair Gaming is down a smidge. Look at the results that are coming out, the PEs and 4 PEs, the quality of the products the company's got, and I use many of them myself. I just think this stock is going to start cooking at some point in the next 6 months. So I'm happy to have that as one of my biggest positions. So you can see there the 6 companies at the index there, that comprises half of my American portfolio. And then as we now start moving around, the holdings do get a little bit smaller in magnitude. And BP Midstream Partners, that is a slow grower, 25% up on that, again in under a year. And that paid, when I bought it, a 10% dividend on cost. So that will just sit there and take away US Bancorp. So a lot of the banking ones you'll see are down a little bit since last time, up 18%. Anthem, so 18%. Nothing too much to say there. I think that's a long-term hold for me. I think there's 100% upside there, but it might well take 5 or so years to get to that. And then one of my favourite companies, which is American Express. In terms of it's a company that I've used and known for a number of years. But 68% up in that one, held that one about a year, up 11 points this last month. It's doing really, really well. And in fact, just as a note, this whole portfolio actually is barely a year old. I think May last year is when I started it, so I had no American holdings just over a year ago. Turtle Beach, 36%. It seems to be a very volatile price. It's often fluctuated between $30 and sort of 35, 36, and it seems to move between those every couple of weeks. Just keeping a close eye on that. My exit strategy is certainly if it hits $45, I would sell. And GAN is up 9% overall. And in fact, since I took this data cut, which was yesterday, in fact, I think it's been up about 12% today on our last look. So obviously had some good earnings, so I need to get on top of that and understand what's happened there. Intel, so I have increased the position in Intel a little bit. We're down 10% overall, but up 9 points since the last update. I don't think I can lose money on that company in the long run. Berkshire Hathaway does its thing, up about a third in just over a year. And Bank of America, similar position to US Bancorp, really, down a few points. Heritage Growth Properties, perhaps a bit more volatile on the price front. I think this is very much a long-term play, but the risk-reward ratio here, I think the reward is potentially very, very high. And perhaps one of the big movers for the month is Cumulus Media, so that's up 40% overall, 31 points since last month. And that's something they've bought as a turnaround stock. I think with that one, it's one of these companies that's now moving into podcasting. They've sold some underused fixed assets and they've paid down some debt. And it really makes really good progress. And now the market price is reflecting some of that progress. So coal company, Ramaco. Now this one is on my chop list, as I call it. It hasn't quite hit the exit strategy threshold yet. But that one, I'm happy to take a 50% win and I'll exit the position. I think the share price will need to get to just over $6 per share. And I can take that one off the table. That's not one I'm quite as convinced about the long term. It's more of a cyclical play. So I'm happy to take the profit and run on that one. So AMR, or what was Contura Energy, coal company. Yeah, this one's particularly sensitive to the market coal price. They're up 34 points, so that's 188%. So social finance, Sophie, that's not performing well. And it was previously a SPAC. It's been very, very volatile in terms of price. Perdocule, I can't pronounce this one right, so apologies, but Perdocule Education, yeah, just down a touch. This one for me is very undervalued in terms of the fundamentals. I think there's 100% upside, but the market may take a bit of time to recognise it. So I'm just being patient on this one. This is not the sort of trendy company that's going to get picked up quickly. And firearms, Sturm Ruger & Co. That's had a good month, so up 18% on that. Maiden Holdings, insurance, up 23%. And again, that's a turnaround, so a company that's in a bit of distress, but the turnaround plan is working well. And InMode, up 51%. Now that one, I didn't move quickly enough in terms of having cash in the account at the time, so I didn't quite catch enough of this one. Diamondback Energy, very volatile and related to the oil price. It's a cyclical, and then that gets to about $105 a share. I'm planning to exit that one. I've already trimmed out half the position, and I took about an 85% profit. So the other half here you can see is at 86%. 113, that's kind of a bit riskier, but long-term play for the next couple of years. That's pretty level. Voyager, again, a little bit risky, which is why it's a smaller position. This is a crypto platform essentially, but it has the possibility to grow into other financial products. And I think with this one, the growth in their user base is astonishing, and the amount of money in under management there. So, yeah, watching that one with interest. And last, and in fact least, the darkest red section is Altisource Portfolio Solutions. Kind of mortgage services and foreclosures down 40%, so that's dark red there. Well, actually, it's up 14 points since last month. If the federal prohibition on foreclosures is lifted, then this company's going to have a bit of a field day, I would suggest. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the mix of companies I've got there. It's quite different to my UK portfolio, and I'll put a link to that box set in. There are, as I've mentioned, I've gone through several potential exit points, and I am watching those very closely. So I just want to reduce the number of positions slightly and ensure that ones I've got are impactful to the overall portfolio performance. And what has changed since last month is Visa. That position has been closed, basically level on that one. So there we have it, American company portfolio. And yeah, look forward to seeing you on the next one.